Hey friends, how are you? Welcome to Saral Japani YouTube channel. Friends, over the past few weeks, I have been receiving requests to create a video on MBA studies in Japan for international students. So I did some research and today I am here with a summarized version of what I researched and what all information I gathered. I have tried to put them together into a slide deck, and also we will do a virtual tour of one of the top management institutes of Japan. So here is the video: Study MBA in Japan for international students, complete FAQ, and our discussions will revolve around top 5 institutes of Japan where an international student can pursue MBA, the admission process, scholarships, and the popular YLP, that is Young Leaders Program. Why should one study MBA from Japan? So, what is the motivation? What is the encouragement behind that? Japan offers a growing number of MBA opportunities for international students, driven by its globally connected economy, focus on innovation, and increasing use of English taught programs. Japan is considered a gateway to the Asia Pacific. Its strategic location with access to global markets makes it a significant place for doing business. Just like New York, Paris, Sydney, Beijing, Shanghai, London, Tokyo is also one of the most important business centers of the world. Being an innovation and technology hub, Japan is home to world class companies, thus providing immense business career opportunities. Job prospects after doing MBA from Japan. Industries. The industries that are related to consulting, finance, manufacturing, information technology, automotive, and startup ecosystems. So, all these industry areas recruit MBAs from Japan. Companies that hire international MBAs include Rakuten, which is one of the prominent telecom companies of Japan. Then there is Amazon Japan, McKinsey, Deloitte, Toyota, SoftBank, and many more such biggies. Language advantage. Japanese proficiency improves job placement, but it is not always mandatory. Some roles in technology, consulting, or multinational companies are open to English speakers as well. But if you know Japanese, if you are proficient in Japanese, then that is nothing less than a feather on your cap. So, friends, now we are going to take a look at the top 5 management institutes of Japan for international applicants. The first is Hitotsubashi University ICS, Graduate School of International Corporate Strategy. Here, the medium of instruction is English, that is, it is a pure English taught program, and hence Japanese is not needed here. Program type is full time up to 2 years. Reputation, one of the most prestigious MBA programs in Japan, and it is globally ranked very high. Its strengths include global leadership, business in Asia, innovation, and entrepreneurship. The intake, that is, the admission, is done around September every year. So we will discuss Hitotsubashi University ICS in detail in this video itself. But before doing that, let's take a look at the 4 other top management institutes of Japan for international applicants. The second one is Waseda Business School. Here, the language of instruction is either English or Japanese, according to as per your choice. Programs offered international MBA English for 2 years, and there is also 1 year MBA program in English. Strong alumni network, double degree opportunities with global partners, and diverse student body are some of the strengths of Waseda Business School. The third in the list is Keio Business School. The thing is that here the full-time MBA is in Japanese. So if you opt for this business school, then you must be proficient in Japanese. For English, there are short-term programs and there are exchange programs, but not full-time MBA. So as it is noted here that Kyo's MBA is traditionally in Japanese, making it more suitable for those already proficient in the language. So JLPT N3 or N2 will be required if you opt to select this school. The fourth one is NUCB Business School. NUCB stands for Nagoya University of Commerce and Business. This is again a top business school of Japan. Here the instruction language is English, program type is full-time and part-time, both the options are available, accredited to AACSB, AMBA and EQUIS. And the unique point about it is that Japan's only Triple Crown accredited business school. It is Japan's only Triple Crown accredited business school. So Triple Crown means these three: AACSB, AMBA and EQUIS. Last but not the least, Globis University. Again, English taught program, full-time 1 year or part-time flexible. Its focus areas are innovation, entrepreneurship, and leadership. And the flexibility of Globis University is that online MBA option is also available. So that is this online MBA feature stands it out than from others. Friends, there are more institutes of doing MBA in Japan, but I tried to include the top 5 ones, because if you are applying from outside of Japan, then you must be opting for the top universities, right? There is no point of getting admitted to an average university, because not all institute, not all university is good in this is the case for every country. So these are the top 5 institutes of Japan for doing MBA. Now, before, as I said, we will look at Hitotsubashi in detail. But before that, let's quickly have a summarized version of admission requirements. So you need a bachelor's degree, you need some work experience, you need to write an essay, which is part of the application process. You need to collect recommendation letters from your previous professors, and then there will be interviews as part of the selection process. GMAT GRE score. Some schools may waive this requirement, but in general, this is needed. TOEFL and IELTS score, either of these for non-native English speakers. And Japanese proficiency is not mandatory, but it will be highly beneficial to you if you have that, because it's not about doing MBA, it's about surviving in Japan after doing an MBA. So from that point of view, you should be learning Japanese. Cost of study and scholarships. So this is probably the most important aspect. Typical tuition fee ranges from 1.5 million yen to 4 million yen per year, depending on the school and the program. This translates to 10,000 to 30,000 US dollars per year. And if we consider in Indian rupees, it will be something around 9 lakh rupees to 24 lakh rupees per year. Now, friends, this may look very high, but just imagine in our countries also, MBA is not a free, MBA is not free. It doesn't come for free anywhere in this world. So, taking that into consideration, this amount is not that high. And also, no country offers you scholarship for doing MBA. So very, very less likely that you will get scholarship for MBA in any country, including your own home country. But Japan provides excellent scholarships for MBA programs as well. Can you imagine that? Scholarship in technical programs is understandable, but scholarships that they offer for MBA admissions for international students is really unbelievable. This includes the prestigious MEXT scholarship, the most popular one, which is sponsored by the Japanese government. And as you all know by now, that there are two tracks to apply for MEXT scholarship. One is the university track, that is direct admission track, and the other one is embassy track. And this MEXT scholarship for MBA is also popularly known by Young Leaders Program, or YLP in short. So we will look into the aspects of this program in detail later in this video. Apart from MEXT, there are JASO scholarships, which we discussed in one of our earlier videos. So this is the Japan Student Services Organization that provides scholarships in the form of monthly stipends to selected candidates, which the institute or the university recommends. And then there are university specific scholarships. For example, Hitotsubashi has its own own scholarships. Waseda Business School has its own scholarships. Globis also offer merit based aid to international students. So those are specific to these institutes and you can inquire about them when you apply. So broadly speaking, these are the three categories of scholarships available. So not many are available for MBA, but again, that is the case in every country. So now we are going to go into a virtual tour of Hitotsubashi University ICS, Graduate School of International Corporate Strategy. So this is the best business school of Japan, and so we will take it as a reference and we will go through the admission requirements, what are the scholarships available, when to apply, and several other aspects of it, including frequently asked questions. So now let's break out from this PPT presentation and go to Hitotsubashi website. So this is the website, https www.ics.hub.hit-u.ac.jp. ICS Hitotsubashi, Hitotsubashi University Business School, School of International Corporate Strategy. So this is the home page, about us, programs. So there are three kinds of programs offered by Hitotsubashi: MBA, DBA, that is Doctoral of Business Administration, and then there is Executive Education. So we are today interested in MBA program. Admissions, again two categories, MBA and DBA, and then there is FAQ, which we will look at. So this will be our today's discussion criteria, area. Admissions, how to apply, MBA, DBA, FAQ. So DBA we will discuss later. Today we will discuss MBA and the frequently asked questions. Faculty career networks research events. So these are some other aspects of this website which you can explore by yourself. I am going to focus on the admissions part today. So let's go to admissions, MBA. How to apply, the most important thing. So on the right side, you can see download brochure, MBA application package 2025-2026. So this is one thing. Then if you come down here, you will see for YLP applicants. YLP, what does that mean? Young Leaders Program. So this is basically part of the MEXT scholarship, and we will look into that later in this video. Before that, we will see the direct admission requirements. Like for example, if you want to apply to Hitotsubashi directly, then what all things you need to consider. First is the MBA admissions criteria. Before applying for admission to the MBA program at Hitotsubashi, you will need to make sure you meet the following criteria: at least 16 years of education, a bachelor's degree that evidences a sound academic record, and full-time postgraduate work experience of 2 years or more, may include the months leading up to the entrance to the MBA program in September. What Hitotsubashi looks for: they take a holistic approach that considers every component of your application, evaluating three broad areas: an employment history, essays, and personal references that reflect clear purpose, high motivation, and well-developed interpersonal skills. General aptitude for business studies as demonstrated by the GMAT or GRE score, and a strong command of English. Admissions schedule for 2025 intake. So this is closed, but still from information point of view, we can go over this because very soon this schedule for 2026 intake will be published. So admission schedule, there are 2 rounds of applications for entering the course. Applicants may apply for either the one-year program, excluding the Young Leaders Program YLP, or the two-year program. Once accepted into a program, it is not possible to switch to the other program. Applications Applicants are encouraged to submit applications as early as possible. Decisions regarding scholarships for candidates are made only after a candidate has been admitted into a program. Since scholarships are limited in number, students who apply during the first round have an advantage with respect to securing a scholarships. Very, very important information. Now, application round. Application round. First round is between August 1 and October 10. Interview is on November 21 and decision notification date is December 5th. And application round 2 begins on November 11th. It runs until February 6th. The interview is on March 21 and the decision notification is April 3. So this is all for the last year's schedule. So similar schedule will be published soon for the 2026 intake. FAQ, we will come to it later. Now let's look at the application process for each application round. Step 1 is the application, online only, with payment of the application fee of Japanese yen 30,000 to be made during the application period. So it roughly translates to 15,000 rupees, Indian rupees. So the application may be submitted only through their online portal. They do not review applications received via post or email. First screening, which is document screening, will be conducted for applications that have no deficiencies in documents or admission requirements. Then step 3 is for candidates selected during the initial document screening, online format for interviews. So there will be interviews. And purpose of interview and sample questions are presented in this link. You can visit this link and read by yourself. Step 3 is the decision. Notification of ICSS decision 2 to 3 weeks after the interview. So after in 2 to 3 weeks, you will get the result of the interview by email and post. And fourth step will be the enrollment procedures, payment of matriculation fee, and so on. So now completing your application, how you can complete the application process. You have to download the application package from this link, and then you will get all the necessary forms and everything in this package. Then you start the application process. You create your account. Please make sure to register with the online application system as early as possible, as this will ensure that you have enough time if a technical issue occurs. So you have to upload everything through this online system. Submit all required documents. The application must be filled out in English. If your original documents or certificates are written in a language other than English, please attach a certified English translation. Please note that you are able to change uploaded documents as much as you like prior to pressing the submit button. So once you submit, you cannot change anything after that. So the required documents include degree certificate, official transcript, essay. So the format of the essay you can download from this link. Then there is official GMAT GRE score report, proof of application fee payment, that is the 30,000 Japanese yen, identity document, TOEFL or IELTS score report, and up to 2 letters of reference, that is recommendation letters. Then there are for the company sponsored applicants, Haken Shodakusho, that is an official letter prepared by the applicant's employer, must state that the employer is willing to sponsor the applicant if you are coming through sponsorship. So this is the direct application process to the institute. Now, two more important points are written here: that pre-application consultation. Individual faculty members are not authorized to respond to questions regarding examinations and admissions. If you have any inquiries regarding MBA examinations and admissions, please contact our Hitotsubashi ICS admission office from the contact list. Now, next is the Young Leaders Program Scholarship. But before we go into that, let's see what is there inside this application package. So application package, this is nothing but the online application. So download the application package and start your application today. So if you let's fill this up. Several Japani. So it has downloaded this document, which is of 13 page long. Application package, MBA program, 1 year and 2 year programs. This is for the academic year 2025-2026. So this document gives all the information in one single place. So you can see here number of places available 43, excluding places for YLP students. YLP is again Young Leaders Program, so that is excluded here, which we will see separately. Program term is from September 2025 to August 2026 or August 2027 if it is a 2 year course. So this application process is now closed. So we will wait for the next notification, which will be for September 2026 intake. The GMAT median and GMAT focus median, these are all mentioned here. Dormitories, Tokyo International Exchange Center. Application and admissions procedures. Professional experience, a minimum of 2 years post-university graduation full-time work experience. Education, has graduated from a university or college stipulated in Article 83 of the School Education Law of Japan. The applicant has received a bachelor's degree. Applicant has completed at least 16 years of education with a bachelor's degree or equivalent. The applicant resides in Japan and has completed at least 16 years of education by taking courses offered by an accredited university or college outside of Japan through correspondence. The applicant has completed at least 16 years of education at an accredited foreign university or college in Japan, recognized by the Japanese Minister of Education Culture. So all applicants must meet one of the following qualifications. So any one out of these is okay. So you can just go through this document. There are a lot of information given here, the admissions policy and all, the admissions criteria. So everything is written, has been explained very, very clearly, including the GMAT scores, the other admissions criteria, and everything has been explained here. About the transcripts, about the degree certificates, about the essay, the GMAT score, how to upload these scores, and all information has been provided here. Admission schedule, as we discussed just now, application period, announcement of first screening results, second screening, the interview, announcement of final results. So this is very important timeline. The application period is August to November. Round one is August, which runs through October, and the second round is November through February. Announcement of first screening results November, in November for the first round, for in March for the second round. Second screening interview is November for the first round and March for the second round, and announcement of final result is December for the first round and April for the second round. And the periods for completion of enrollment is December for the first round and April for the second round. This is the email address where inquiries about admissions can be made. Course calendar, the annual tuition fee is 6,42,960 Japanese yen, which is not that much. So annual tuition fee is this, which is nearly, I can say 4 lakh Indian rupees per year, which is very, very nominal. Very, very nominal, I would say. It may cost more than that if you do from your home country itself. So this is very good information which they have provided in this application package. And now going back to the other back to the website. So here again you have essay, download essay questions. So this is another attachment. So if you open these essay questions, then you will find in this document that they have provided all kind of information. Application essays. The following essay prompts are to facilitate your provision to the Hitotsubashi ICS admissions committee of more information about you and your reasons for applying to the school's MBA program. So you have to describe yourself, you have to write all these details that they have asked for. Please do not delete this cover page, and here you have to write it. So this is the template basically for your essay. So again, we go back to the website. So you have to create the account to submit the application. So you have to simply create the account. So on this website, you have to create the your account or your profile, and then you can take it from there. So creation of account, we need to see. So here, apply now. So this is the link where you can create your account. So first time users create an account. So this link you have to follow for the application. So we will not do that right now. So now we have gone through the direct admission process. Now we will visit this Young Leaders Program YLP, because this is the one which relates to the MEXT scholarship. So Young Leaders Program YLP, this is the probably the most popular program of MBA in Japan. So what is YLP? The Young Leaders Program, or YLP, is one of the Japanese government MEXT scholarship programs. Hitotsubashi ICS is the only institution in Japan where recipients of the prestigious and competitive YLP scholarships are eligible to study business management. This makes Hitotsubashi even more important. YLP aims to contribute to cultivating future national leaders in Asian and other countries, to contribute to establishing friendly relationships among various countries, and to improve policy planning activities by forming a network among national leaders through deepening their understanding of Japan. This scholarship is for entrepreneurs, business managers, public officials, and so on, who are expected to play active roles as future national leaders in their respective countries. Currently, citizens of Australia, Bangladesh, Brunei, Cambodia, India, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Mongolia, Myanmar, Philippines, China, Korea, Turkey, Romania, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam are eligible to apply for a YLP scholarship at Hitotsubashi ICS. YLP scholarship recipients at Hitotsubashi ICS come mainly from the business world. Unlike YLP students at other graduate programs, at Hitotsubashi ICS they are integrated with all other MBA students and must meet all the same graduation requirements to earn an MBA. The program duration is 1 year. YLP scholars receive approximately 242,000 Japanese yen per month in addition to exemption of the matriculation fee and tuition fee, and also an air ticket to Japan and from Japan. So it's really a luxury. It's a luxury to have this scholarship for doing MBA. It's unbelievably wonderful scholarship. But what are the admissions criteria? To be considered for Hitotsubashi's ICS MBA program, YLP applicants must be nationals of a country participating in the YLP, have at least 2 years of full-time work experience, and be under 40 years of age as of September 1 of the entering year. Be college graduates who have achieved excellent results, have good command of English, Submission of TOEFL IELTS score is optional, but applicants should have English ability of a minimum TOEFL IBT score of 100, TOEFL PBT score of 600, TOEFL CBT score of 250, and IELTS academic score of 7 or equivalent. Have general aptitude for business studies, although not strictly required. Submission of GMAT GRE score is highly desirable. GMAT score of 600 or above, or GMAT focus score of 555 or above, or GRE score of 160 or above on quantitative reasoning and 150 or above on verbal reasoning is expected. What we look for? Again, it is the same thing that we just discussed for direct admission. And the application process. YLP scholarship applicants must apply through the YLP application process, not the Hitotsubashi ICS application process. So this is the most important difference. The application process is different. For the application procedures and further details, including application guidelines and forms, please inquire with the Embassy of Japan in each of the countries participating in this YLP scheme. That means, again, this is the same procedure that has to be followed, which you have earlier followed for MEXT scholarship for undergraduate and research applications in non-management categories. So this will be the same. So that means you don't apply directly to the institute or university, but you apply at the Embassy of Japan. So you have to keep visiting the website of the Japanese embassy of your country and wait for the notification of YLP. So generally during the month of July, this notification comes out. Last year also it came out in July, and this year also we are expecting that the YLP notification on the embassy website will be out in July. So keep a track of that, keep an eye on the embassy's website, and then once the notification is published, you can follow the steps mentioned there towards your application for the YLP program. Please note that the application details regarding the application period, etc., differ from those for the standard application process and requirements. The application criteria and schedule vary from country to country. Again, there are 4 steps. Step 1 is the application. Apply via the Japanese embassy of your country and the recommending authority. First screening is the document screening that will be conducted for applications that have no deficiencies in documents or admission requirements. Then the sample essay is applicable here as well. Step 2 is the second screening, which is the interview. That means there is no written tests in this case. For candidates selected during the initial document screening, online or in-person format for interviews. Then final decision will be made by the MEXT YLP committee. Results will be notified from the recommending authorities. This is the step 3, which is decision. And finally, step 4 will be the enrollment. And again, the same 2 pre-consultation notices are provided here. Upon request, we provide reasonable accommodations for the application process, including but not limited to application process support, such as alternative formats for application materials, exam accommodations, such as consideration of interview time based on the applicant's medical or disability related needs, and so on. So this is pretty simple. This is pretty simple. The only thing that we didn't go through is the purpose of writing examination, interview, and the sample questions. So let's take a look what sample questions they have given. Written examinations, quantitative questions. Okay, so there will be written examinations as well for the YLP. These are some sample questions given here, some verbal questions, interview. So this is the most important. The ICS MBA program aims to admit candidates who are the best fit for our educational offerings. ICS is also committed to supporting our graduates in their future career development. Therefore, we seek to admit candidates who will benefit the most from the ICS MBA program in advancing their careers. 2 example interview questions. Why do you want to pursue your MBA at ICS, and what is your career plan after ICS? So these 2 questions are example questions. There is more to the more in the list, but this is the starting point. So that's about Hitotsubashi's MBA programs and tracks. 2 tracks. One is the YLP track, the other one is the direct track. So now let us see the FAQ. the frequently asked questions that will clarify some of your doubts. So they have given all these questions. How much do companies in Japan value an MBA? What are the advantages and disadvantages of going to Hitotsubashi versus going to a bigger US or European MBA school? Why do your students choose Hitotsubashi over other Japanese business schools? What is the difference between the 1 year MBA and the 2 year MBA programs? Can I be a part-time student? Do you offer any courses by correspondence? Can I transfer credits from another MBA program to Hitotsubashi in order to accelerate my graduation from Hitotsubashi? What kinds of careers do Hitotsubashi graduates enter upon graduation? And is there a system in place that enables networking among Hitotsubashi alumni? So very useful questions, very useful questions. And then again, those were general FAQs. Now MBA admissions related FAQs are also, this is quite a list. How many positions does Hitotsubashi offer for MBA program? Who determines whether or not I am accepted? How old is the average age of current students? What is the timeline for Hitotsubashi ICS admissions? Can I send application documents by post? Does Hitotsubashi ICS have rolling admissions? Can I apply in both application rounds? Can I start studying in Hitotsubashi from April? Is Japanese language ability required for Hitotsubashi admissions? How do I apply for the Young Leaders program? How much should I budget financially to attend Hitotsubashi? What kind of financial aid is available to students? When can I apply for scholarships? Can Hitotsubashi ICS help me to get a visa? So friends, as you can see, like all the important questions have been answered here. So for example, if we take when can I apply for scholarship? Applicants are notified in regard to available scholarships following acceptance to Hitotsubashi. So this is very clear. So if you are given an admission, they will guide you through the scholarship process. They will notify you what are all the available scholarships for that program. What kind of financial aid is available to students? There are several scholarships available. The granting of scholarships is based on merit and not financial need. The number of scholarships varies year to year. Please refer to the student financial aid section of the Hitotsubashi website for further information. So in this way, if you go through this FAQ, then you can learn a lot about the admission and the financing part. So qualification related, can I apply for admission to Hitotsubashi on the basis of graduation from a junior college? Working experience, my working experience is less than 2 years. Can I still apply? Can I count internship while a student or part-time work towards the required working experience? Questions regarding degree certificate, official transcript, essay, how important are the essays in the application form? Essays are critical elements of the application. Essays are read carefully in order to gain insights into the applicant's background, ability to contribute to other classmates' learning, ability to handle the academic workload, and ability to socialize comfortably in a highly personalized environment. Applicants should therefore take care in writing admissions essays. GMAT, GRE score, how important they are. Can someone be exempted from that? TOEFL score, application fee, letters of reference. What kind of persons are suitable as referees? I am an owner of independent business. Can I designate my business connection or customer as a reference for my letter of reference? Is it okay to if I translate the letter of reference because my referee does not speak English? So these are MBA FAQs. Now DBA we will overlook today. DBA program we will discuss sometime later. So these are all the frequently asked questions, and if you go through each of these answers, everything will be crystal clear. So and after that, if you are interested, you can begin the admission process in the month of August. So now it is June. We are in the initial phase of June. So July, August, you have to wait for 2 more months. And in August, the application process will begin for 2026 applications, and you can go step by step into this. So we will now go back to our PowerPoint presentation. So we discussed about Hitotsubashi University Graduate School. So likewise, you can explore the rest the remaining 4 as well. So just type out Waseda Business School in Google. You will get the URL of that business school and do the same thing that I did for Hitotsubashi. Just browse through their pages, their admission requirements, their scholarships, how to apply and all those stuff, frequently asked questions, and know about Waseda. Similarly for Kyo Business School, if you know Japanese, then the NUCB, Nagoya, and finally the Globis University. So explore all these 5 universities and find out which one is best suited for you, considering everything, that is the field of study, the instruction, the tuition fees, the available scholarships, and so on. And accordingly, you can decide to apply. It's August for Hitotsubashi. It may be little different for the other ones, so that you have to check by visiting each of the websites. In this way, you will be able to uh, sail through this process. And with that, we come to an end of this video. Do let me know if something has remained unanswered. You can type your question in the comment section, or you can email me personally at saraljapani@gmail.com. That is SARALJAPANI@gmail.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to write an email to me, and I will be trying my best. I shall try my best to answer your question with as much authentic information as possible. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching this video, and we will connect soon again. Bye.